button. And we'll get started. I'd like for us to get started lying down in a supported relaxation posture. So have things. Have your blocks if you like blocks. Have a couple blankets if you like having blankets. I do. And I have this fun little eye pillow. If you have an eye pillow or something to cover your eyes during Shavasana, not a bad idea. I'm just going to pop it off to the side. I'm going to place a blanket that's nicely folded under the back of my head, since I have a wooden floor. And our practice is always working with your nervous system. You're working with your body, this conduit of energy. Let your feet be about mat width distance and knees bent. Your knees fall in towards each other. And let your hands rest somewhere on your body that offers you a sense of peace and ease. Allow your eyes to soften. Find a smile as you take a few nice deep breaths. And if your nose is allowing you to breathe out of it, and breathing in and out through your nose, feel the coolness of your inhalation. And through your nostrils, and the warmth of your exhalation. With each exhalation, sinking a little bit more into the support beneath you. Preparing yourself for your practice by being in the present moment. Coming back into your body. We tend to dissociate from our bodies, especially when we're doing things, even exercising. I think that's part of the reason why yoga has such a different feel to people, because we're so encouraged to be in our bodies, to listen, to notice, to have a dialogue, to be present. Take a nice deep breath, sigh out through your mouth. Let your knees come away from each other. Keep your hands on your body and windshield wipe your knees from side to side, nice and slow. Getting into our movement gently. Stretching your fascia, the connective tissue that winds its way throughout your body, through all of the muscles, connecting, winding around muscle fibers, bunching them together, interweaving through all of your joints, throughout your organs, holding on to your nerves and your capillaries, blood vessels, you name it, your lymphatic system. Everything is connected within you. And so as you move, you do so gently without forcing. You're encouraging a stretching, you're encouraging an opening, which allows your energy to flow more evenly. Energy, what is that? Intelligence, the intelligence of your body, your innate intelligence, which you absolutely have, which is why you grow, which is why you heal a cut when you get a cut, you digest, you do all of these functions, you breathe. If your body wasn't intelligent, you wouldn't be breathing. And you're becoming more of an active participant in your experience of life. That's embodiment. Oh, next time your knees fall over to the right, let them rest there and reach your left arm back behind you if you can. Maybe you have to bend your elbow a little and take your right hand, rub your side ribs into your intercostal muscles, maybe across your left side of your abdomen, your healing hand, your warmth, gentle pressure to encourage release of tension. And breathe into your hand. Your hand is like a breath magnet. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Let your knees come back to center. Bring your left arm down as your knees fall towards the left. Your right arm reaches back behind you. Maybe you have your elbow bent if you have an obstacle in your path. Bring your left hand to your right ribs. And kind of rub around. We have this unfortunate belief in our society that more is better, that, harder, faster, stronger. There's a saying in Eastern philosophy, outside strong, inside rots. So we don't really care how externally forceful we may appear to be. What we want to do is work with our internal experience of life to strengthen us for whatever comes our way. Breathe into your hand as it rests wherever it does, as it travels across your upper abdomen, your side ribs. Smile into your body. Take a deep breath. Sigh it out. Come back to center with your knees. Bring your arm down, knees come into your chest, rock from side to side with your knees. Let your head go the opposite direction. Rocking across your sacrum. Spinal health. Ooh, that's a big one, right? The health of your joints. Moving in order to stay well physically and feel more balanced in general. Come back to center. Let your arms and legs extend towards the ceiling and move your wrists, move your ankles, spread your fingers and toes. Listen to the clicks and pops and interesting sounds. And as long as nothing hurts, then continue. Getting into your hands and feet. I think about of the 207, 208 bones in the human body, something like that, half of them are in your fingers, toes, hands, feet, wrists, ankles. It's crazy. So think of all these connections in here. That's why moving your hands, your feet, your wrists, your ankles, it makes has an effect further up the chain as well. I'll bring your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. We're going to do little one-legged yoga bicycles. Bring your left foot to the ground. Let your arms come alongside of you. Your right leg, knee comes into your chest, and then straighten your leg as much as you can, pressing it towards the ceiling. Slowly lower your leg down. Bend your knee, dragging your heel across your mat back into your chest. These are nice, slow, one-legged bicycles, working with all of these structures that support the joints in your leg, that also encourage you to develop a deep stabilizer muscles, these really deep muscles in your pelvis, your abdomen, even breathing. Taking a few deep breaths, moving slowly. As you move slow, you develop and work with some different connections, different muscles than you usually do. That takes pressure off of the overused parts of your body. Unclench your jaw if it's clenched. One more little yoga bicycle. The next time your right leg comes all the way to the ground, leave it there. We're going to do some spinal unwinding. Relax your back body. Let your arms come out to your sides, maybe to a T if you have space. Wiggle your shoulders. Press through your right foot. Lift your left foot. Lift your left hip off of the ground, and your left shoulder releases down. Lower your left hip, left knee falls out to the side. Spinal unwinding, I'd heard somebody call that before, and I feel like it really, it feels like it does that. It also is a big stretch through your left shoulder, maybe your left armpit might feel nice as you do this stretch. So you're going to continue with this movement nice and slow as your right leg really relaxes and you press through your left foot, lifting your hip and lowering it, knee moving out to the side. So you're getting this kind of internal and external rotation of your hip a little as well. See if you can really relax your shoulder, maybe your neck even releases. You could look over your left shoulder a little. That might feel nice. And play with where you have your head. Breathing is the most important thing you can do. Next time your hip returns to the ground, bring your right foot to the floor. I'm going to wiggle your back like a bear scratching his back on a tree. And we're going to switch sides. Let your arms press alongside of your body. Your chin comes a little bit towards your chest. With that support under your head, it's easier to do that rather than point your chin up towards the ceiling. Bring your left knee into your chest and begin to make your one-legged bicycles with your left leg. Dragging your heel across your mat. Bring your knee in as close as it can go towards your chest, then stretch out your leg. Each side is a little different. Your right foot is an anchor on the ground. See if you can relax your face a little and smile. Sometimes less is more, especially when a movement causes a lot of tension or it takes a great deal of effort. Your yoga practice is really about finding a greater economy of effort throughout your experience of life. Being gentle with yourself is a big part of that. Allow yourself to breathe. Oh, the next time your left leg returns to the ground, let it rest there. See if you can release your whole body. Let your arms come a little bit out away from your side. Spinal unwinding on this side. Press through your right foot. Lift your right hip. Let your right shoulder really relax. Lower your hip. Knee falls out to the side. And continue with this movement, seeing if your breath wants to come along with you. Your body has a lot of experience in life. We have decades of experience and have different situations. We hold emotional and mental tension in the tissue of our body. You might notice that there's some specific place where you hold tension. A common place is the shoulders, or sometimes the low back can be real tense. The upper back, maybe in your chest, just wherever it is that you hold tension. Perhaps it's between your eyebrows. You know, some of us kind of furrow our little eyebrows all day long. So see if you can identify where you're holding tension, where the tension that you're holding isn't really helping you at all, and exhale that tension. See if you can relax it consciously, being part of your bodily experience. Now, maybe one more spinal unwinding. Press through your foot, lift your hip. And lower back down. Let your other foot come to the ground. Wiggle your hips. And bring your knees into your chest. We're going to play around a little again, rocking from side to side, sacral rocking. And then only if it feels like a fun idea, rocking up and down your spine. This entails bringing your chin to your chest, making yourself like a little ball. Your hands come under your knees, and you want to continue to keep your chin tucked. And you're not necessarily going to roll all the way up to a seat, but kind of giving yourself a little back massage. Unless that doesn't seem like a fun idea at all. And roll to your side. Oh. If you feel like rolling all the way up to a seat, you can do that. Otherwise, come on back down with your feet on the ground. Roll to your side. Press your way up to a seat. Maybe bring a blanket underneath of your hips. Into a Sukhasana, a cross-legged seat. I'll let your spine lengthen, sitting up nice and tall in in your Sukhasana. Notice how you feel. I'm going to make some circles at your waist. So you've already gotten into your hips a little bit, gotten into your legs, your ankles, your feet. This is a great opportunity to find some nice, slow circles. Again, relaxing your jaw. Allowing yourself to breathe. In the other direction. You might find an inhale through half of a circle, and exhale through the other half of the circle. The next time you come up to a tall spine, pause. Let your shoulders come up to your ears and roll back a few times. We're going to find some rotations of your spine. Reach your arms up. Axial extension, lengthen, rotate. Lengthen and rotate. Well, continue to do this a few times on each side. Maybe three. Three is a nice number. See if you can take your time coming through center, lifting, rotating. And after you've completed each side, maybe 3 times or so, reach your arms back up. Take a deep breath. And let your arms come down to your sides. Shoulders up to your ears, they roll back. Extend your legs long in front of you and bounce your knees. Widen your stance. Ooh, press your heels down into the ground, sitting up as tall as you can. Just getting that stretch through your inner leg, through your outer leg. Working with your spine, working with these muscles that you might not utilize all the time in order to take pressure off of other ones so that you can function better. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together to touch. I like to help my knees to bend by grabbing my inner knee, and soles of the feet together, sitting up nice and tall here. Press the soles of your feet together. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders stack over your hips if they can. And this means that you have to engage sort of your deeper muscles of your abdomen. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Let your hands come to your outer knees. Bring your knees together and come onto into tabletop. So maybe you have a blanket under your knees if you're like me with a hardwood floor. Maybe you like blocks under your hands, maybe not. It's totally up to you. Orient your wrists underneath of your shoulders, your knees underneath of your hips, spreading your fingers as wide as they'd like to spread, to find some cow and cat movements. And again, maybe your breath wants to come along with you. Your breath is a bridge between all different parts of ourselves. It's a bridge between your mind and your body also. I like the analogy of a chariot. Sometimes in yoga, they'll talk about that your body is the chariot, your mind, the horses, and your breath, the reins. So your breath is this way for you to really utilize your mind and body together. Coming back to center, curl your toes under, stretch the bottoms of your feet. Feeling very engaged through your hands, your shoulders. Start to hover your shins off of the ground, hovering your knees, your shins, and then place them back down. And do that, hovering and placing them back down, sort of prepping yourself for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Only if it feels good the next time you lift your shins and knees, begin to bring your hips up towards the ceiling, press through your hands and shoulders very much engaged. Let your feet be a little wider than you might have them, just to see if that creates more space for your abdomen, less compression. You might pedal out your heels, let your head and neck release down. There's this idea of pressing through your first finger and your thumb, that L shape, to assist with engaging your entire arm. Head and neck again, release, relax, take a deep breath, and let it go. Let your knees come back down to the ground. Make your way into Balasana, child's pose. Let your big toes come together to touch. Knees maybe a little wider, again, to allow for less compression of your abdomen. Let your arms extend with your palms really pressing, engaged, and your arms not on the mat. You want them to be hovering, your arms hovering, your hands pressing down. So it's an active child's pose, taking a nice deep breath when you settle into this, letting it go. And depending upon the length of your arms and just the structure of your body in general, moving from Balasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana is a little different for me. I like to come back into tabletop first, but we're going to play around with that a little bit. So I want you to kind of think about what will feel good in your body. As you breathe, you're stretching your upper body, you're stretching your arms here. You're about to stretch your legs, coming back into down dog. Maybe you walk your hands under your shoulders as I do with my short little arms. And stretch your legs, head and neck release. This could be a nice release for your spine. Take a deep breath, let it go. Knees return down to the ground, back into child's pose. Take a deep breath. And let it go. Coming back into down dog. Taking a deep breath. Letting it go. One more time to child's pose. You're stretching the bottoms of your feet. When your toes are curled under, then the tops of your feet in child's pose. Finding a nice breath again. Letting it go. We're going to come into a forward fold next time from your downward facing dog. And walking hands and feet towards each other, however you do, scooching obstacles out of your path, ragdoll. Upper body releases, knees bend a lot. Maybe you interlace your hands into opposite elbow creases. The further apart your feet are, the more space you have for your abdomen. And see if you can take a deep breath again and let it go. You're training your little horses and your chariots in good condition. Let your hands release slowly. Bring yourself up to standing. Keep your chin tucked until you come to the very top. Shoulders come up to your ears. They roll back. Tadasana, mountain pose. And see if you can really press through the bottoms of your feet as the crown of your head extends. Shoulders stack over your hips. Hips stack over your ankles. Breathe. Notice. We've had quite a full kind of joint movement practice. We're going to do a few standing postures. And so I'd like for you to make your way to the middle of your mat so that you can move from there back into Tadasana. Step your feet as wide as they want to go. Allow them to be parallel. I'm going to start with Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Turn one set of toes in, the other set of toes out. Keep your pelvis and your hips facing forward. Bend and straighten into your front knee. Looking at your knee, noticing how it comes more in towards your inner leg or inner foot. See if you can open up your inner leg a little bit more as you bend and straighten. And trying to also work with your hip, bringing this sassy hip down. Shoulders stack over your hips, coming into this posture. Maybe bringing your hands into prayer posture, heart center, or extending your arms in that more kind of traditional variation that we see in books and stuff. The most important thing is your legs balancing across each leg evenly is more important than whatever you do with your upper body, I would say, other than relaxing it. These postures are meant to stretch and align different parts of your body to encourage the flow of energy. That's exactly what they're for. Straighten your front leg. Let your hands come down to your hips. We're going to go right to the other side. Turn your toes in. Now you're pigeon-toed. Turn your toes out. Bend and straighten into your other knee. And I'm noticing some things, noticing if your knee wants to fall in. Can you stretch your inner leg a little bit more? We've worked with it. We've gotten it a little stretched out. Can you bring your sassy hip down so your hips are more at the same plane? Engaging your back leg, fall into this posture, knee over top of your ankle. Arms can do whatever they want to do. And for those of you who've practiced this posture multitudes of time, you just fall right into it, you know, and then you can really refine from there. You can breathe, you can kind of notice how you feel in this posture. Little layers. Straighten your front leg. Let your hands come down. Turn your toes back to pigeon-toed style. Step your feet together. Tadasana. There is value in pausing and noticing. We're going to step your feet apart once more. We're going to move from that Virabhadrasana 2 into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Let's step your feet wide. They're parallel. Turn a set of toes in, a set of toes out. Bend into your knee, Virabhadrasana 2. You were already there. Seeing if you can work with littler movements, with smaller places, with different places that you don't usually utilize, working with the length of your spine. Trikonasana. Straighten your front leg. It's nice and straight. Bring your back hand to your hip and hinge. Your hand comes down maybe to your shin, perhaps to a block right alongside your shin. Open up your chest. There are, of course, a variety of ways we can do this. But perhaps you keep that chest open. That's very important. You can reach your arm up overhead if that feels good to you. You might turn your head to look at your upper hand if that feels good to you. Finding effort and ease in whatever you do. Lifting yourself back up. Woo. Turn your toes in, pigeon-toed. Turn your toes out, Virabhadrasana 2. Relax your shoulders. Straighten your front leg, Trikonasana. Back hand comes to your hip like a little teapot. Hinge, and your hand comes down, maybe to your shin. Certainly it is not on your knee at all. Each side is different. You might have less movement on the side of your body. Notice that there's nothing to force. Lift your arm if that feels good with your fingers together. You're very engaged. You're a conduit of energy. Look up at your thumb. Breathe. Press through your back heel. Anchor. Yeah, lift yourself up. Toes turn in. Step your feet together. Back to Tadasana. I'd like to come into Vrksasana tree pose next. From Tadasana, you can bring your hands to your hips, or you might bring your hands into Anjali Mudra. Shift your weight to one leg and start to find your tree pose, your Vrksasana. Your whole standing leg is an anchor. Your breath is your fuel, your breath, the reins, deciding what your horsies need to do. Maybe just gently walk along the path. Find a smile. Maybe reach your arms up overhead. Back down with everything to Tadasana. Shake things out. Reroute, restabilize. Breathe. the other side, shifting your weight, feeling like this is a big tree trunk, hands at heart center. Make your way into your Vrksasana, your tree pose. Maybe growing your tree, however you do. Again, what does your little chariot need? How can you be more kind to yourself, more present? Satisfaction and success are an inward journey. Nothing external is going to give it to you. Nothing lasting. Find a smile. And bring everything back down. Shake things out, Tadasana. Last standing posture, I'd like to do a Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Step your feet as wide as they'd like to go. Engaging both legs, feeling your entirety of each leg being very engaged. Lift your spine out from your hips and a fold forward. Bring your hands down to blocks or to the ground. You might bend your elbows, walking the palms of your hands under your shoulders, but in line with your big toes. Perhaps your hands walk back towards your heels and the crown of your head comes down towards the ground. Many variations, but an inversion for you. Breathing. Effort and ease. Straighten your arms, walk your hands back out in front of you. Wiggle walk your feet towards each other. We're coming down to the ground, perhaps through a malasana, a squat, unless squats are not in your best interest, in which case, bring your bum to the ground. In malasana, your heels will very likely not be on the ground. That's okay. Again, we're working with your whole body, with parts that you might not utilize all the time. And also your body has a whole bunch of experiences in it. Slowly make your way down to the ground. And extend your legs out in front of you. Give them a wiggle. I want to enjoy a supported fish. So a supported back bend using blocks. I'll give you another option if you don't have blocks, but if you do have blocks, you're going to put them in the shape of a T. And I have the one that's going to be along your thoracic spine. So just from the bottoms of your shoulder blades up, not on your lumbar spine. That's where you have this curve that goes inward. You want it above that. The other block has enough height to support your head. Bend your knees and bring yourself down onto the support. Make sure that it's even across your spine, supporting your spine, and then supporting the back of your head. This is a chest opener. It's, of course, a back bend as well. It is helpful, I think, to let your chin come a little bit more towards your chest in this restorative variation. Some of you might like having the openness of your throat with the crown of your head coming more down towards the ground. And that's more of what you would see in fish pose. Maybe you extend your legs long. And if you don't have blocks, no problem. You could take a blanket and tri-fold it. Fold the top under to give yourself a pillow. From here, you are going to support your lumbar spine all the way up. Your sacrum is not on the blanket. The back of your head has enough support. And again, you can have your feet wide, your knees falling in towards each other. Just allowing yourself to breathe, to release. This posture and back bends in general have an energetic effect on your body. And it's all about tonifying, like balancing the lethargy and the energy, or the more active and passive, for economy of effort. We'll be here for a few more breaths, so perhaps you're taking a few deep breaths into your belly. Come out of this posture, slowly roll off of your support, press it out of the way, and come back to your back with something under your head, but nothing under your spine. I'm going to set my blocks up on my right side from about my hips down. Bring your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. And this is going to be a supine twist with the support of the block. Extend your right leg long, bring your left knee into your chest, and then draw your left knee across your body. Maybe it comes to blocks on any height. You could have your hand on your leg and let your left shoulder and arm release. Having the support under my shin, for me, it really helps me relax a little more in this posture to gain the benefit. Twists are nourishing for your spine, your digestive organs. Look over your shoulder. Make your way back to center. Take your time. With your feet on the ground, you can adjust your hips, your whole spine. Let it be long again. Having length in your spine before twisting the other direction is just, it's just helpful for it. Your spine prefers that. Your nervous system likes that. You're working with your body. Extend your left leg long, bring your knee in, give it a squeeze. Draw it across, maybe to blocks, maybe not, doesn't matter. What matters is that you're able to really let your right arm and shoulder release. You look over your right shoulder. And take a few deep breaths here. And back to center. Wiggle. And set yourself up for your shavasana, your relaxation. You might enjoy pressing your buttocks away from your spine, kind of lifting your hips, doing that, extending each leg along, and then letting your arms come down to your side. That's a way. My low back doesn't care for that. So I'm going to fashion myself a bolster. Rolling to your side to make any adjustments. Your nervous system likes that. I'm going to take your blocks maybe and make a long block support and then a rolled up blanket, and you've got yourself a bolster. You might have another pillow. Who knows? You might have all kinds of stuff. That's the fun thing about a home practice. You figure out what you like. And lie back. Making sure you have support to just rest here. Your mind will wander unless it doesn't. Come back consciously into your body. Breathe, inhaling all the way down to the tips of your toes. Exhaling all the way to the crown of your head like a whale in its blowhole. Exhaling through the crown of your head, envision inhaling from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes. Exhaling from the tips of your toes all the way out to the crown of your head, and then let go. If you are able to stay here, and you'd like to stay, please do. If it's time to transition, allow your breath to deepen and take your time making small movements, letting those movements grow, giving yourself a stretch, bending your knee, roll to your side and be there for a moment. Let your arms cross. And tap your shoulders, little butterfly taps. And slowly begin to press yourself up to a seat. Walk from side to side, front to back. And let your shoulders come up to your ears and release down and back. And bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Feel your breath, your heartbeat, your aliveness, and smile into your experience of life. Offer yourself kindness, compassion, peace, and love. And bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, gesture of gratitude to yourself for coming to your practice today. And the light in me sees and honors that light in each of you. Namaste, friends. Thank you so much for coming to your practice today. It is always an honor and a delight to be with you.